Google Drawings has a lot of great features to help you be a little bit more efficient as well as work with multiple objects in a particular file more easily. So right now I am in a Google Drawing and I have 4 different objects. I have 3 different ellipses. You can see when I select them, it selects each one individually. I also have a text box. I want to show you in this video how you can group them, and by grouping them it allows you to move them around, resize them, and change them a little bit more quickly. So I have the sun right here, and if I were wanting to do something to all of these, I want them to stay in this configuration. One thing I could do is just select them all. So I'm clicking and dragging. So by selecting them all, I can move them all around if I want. I can also resize them all if I want, and it will take care of all of that for me. However, sometimes when you have a lot of items on a palette, you probably want a way to not have to select everything. So you saw, I'm going to select them again. But it also selected the sun, and if I didn't want the sun, I could deselect it. But again, when you have lots of different objects on your slide, or palette here, you're going to want to put them together. So I'm going to show you how you can group them. So let's say I also want the sun to show up here. I want it to show up in the middle there. And I know that I'm always going to want these 4 objects together. When I select all 4 of them by clicking and dragging, when I right-click in them, you have an option called Group. Now what grouping does, you can see it shows that I have one thing selected right now. It puts them all together, and that allows me to move them as a large group and resize them as a group. And this is really handy because this way, when I want to do anything here, I have them all together. And if I were to add other objects, I wouldn't have to worry about over-selecting. You can still edit individual pieces of a group if you want to. You just have to click twice, select the group, and then select the particular object. If you have things grouped and you don't want them grouped anymore, you can right-click on them and ungroup them. And this splits it back into 4 individual pieces. So that's as easy as it gets, grouping objects in Google Drawings, and again, this also works in Google Slides.